555 Williamsburg right now.
Copy that. I think there was supposed to be some coming in. I believe it said 4 or 5 o'clock, along with. I saw them. That was. I think they were at the intersection right there, the Highway 82 exit, East Columbus exit.
Take your time. Oh, we will. I know you are. There's a couple lines over here. It's all right. Mud right there.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, on that side of the boat. Walk out that side. Yeah.
What now? Step off. I'm leading my crowd.
I'm gonna come get you. Okay. Is this hers or is this yours? Let me carry you for a second.
Oh, you're good. You better get ready. Wait, that's hers.
Yeah, hang on, hold on. It's got a lot of stuff in here.
All right.
Okay, coming down. You got the dog?
Yep, Riley. Come on, Riley.
Yeah, I want to be on the news.
Thank you so much.
It's a little wet.
Better wet than
Yeah, and it's underwater on too.
okay.
I'll let her know.
Okay. Dale was playing with the motor because the trim wouldn't even go up by the time we got
So the
closer. I
battery's
said, hey,
Look, the motor works. That's my number to go back to. Okay, that'll work. Okay.
Half a tank to get the nasty back.
Well, I don't know.
All right. Dwayne Hughes, DUANEHUGHES, Assistant Fire Chief, Columbus Fire and Rescue.
Dwayne, do you mind telling me a little bit about what's happening right now and water rescues and all that?
Oh, definitely. Right now, we're here located right off of Wilkins Wise before we reach the Locking Dam. We got a couple of communities that have been impacted by flooding. Earlier today, we went through, we were able to drive through and ask if any citizens needed to be ferried out. We had many that refused at that time. With the flooding situation that has occurred, they've reconsidered, and we've got several citizens with medical emergencies and some other things that are going on. So we're actually going in, we're doing water rescues. Those that weren't able to get out earlier, we're able to boat in and bring them out.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the neighborhood? You know, what's there? How many houses? How many people?
Right now, we're mainly concerned in our efforts on the roads of Nash Road and Hummingbird Lane. We have approximately, we're working right now, 10 homes that we're actually going to that have contacted 911 or relatives and requested transport out.
What are some of the other water-related incidents that you've had this past week?
Definitely. All this week we've had to worry with water emergencies, the rain, with the flooding, and now with the tornado that has struck Columbus has really impacted emergency responses and our ability to respond. The flooding is an unfortunate aftermath of the tornadic incident. Right now, we've got residents that don't have power. They're lacking the basic necessities of life, and now they're faced with losing everything else that they have due to the flooding situation.
I'm gonna pull out of the way real quick and let them go through. No, you're good. No problem at all. Take care.
All right.
I'm sure you guys have had mutual aid come in. Do you mind if I ask you a question about that?
Oh, sure.
So tell me a little bit about the mutual aid that has come to help during all of these disasters this week.
Definitely. As soon as we knew that there was a possibility of a severe weather, we reached out to neighboring communities of West Point and Starkville. Actually, last night we had assistance from Starkville Fire Department. Their fire chief and an engine company came over, helped us do some rescues. Along with them came West Point Fire Department, along with their chief. Respectively, Chief Yarborough from Starkville Fire Department, Chief Warburn from West Point Fire Department brought crews over, helped us effect some rescues last night. We've also had assistance from neighboring ambulance services from West Point and Starkville, and we've actually got MEMA, Mississippi Emergency Management Association, that's here in town today. I know as long as maybe 3-4 hours ago, we had Mississippi Secretary of State, Mr. Dilbert, that came in, and he was instrumental in getting some assistance coming in this area.
You listen to that, or?
Yeah, I need to.
MC3, engine 24. Zoom 1.
No.
You asked me that
You
question.
guys have had
No.
calls going crazy. It's cool. Can I just ask you that again one more time? Just
Sure,
to,
yeah.
Okay, perfect. Can you tell me a little bit about the mutual aid, how that's helped your firefighters, and just how you feel about having that extra help?
Definitely. As soon as we knew the possibility that severe weather was coming in, we reached out to the neighboring communities of Starkville and West Point. Last night, Chief Yarborough of Starkville Fire Department brought an engine company in. He was accompanied with Chief Wilburn from West Point Fire Department, who also brought an engine company in. They actually assisted us in the rescues that we did around 20th Street and Railroad. Along with them came ambulance services from their respective communities. Today we've had representatives and some operators from Mississippi Emergency Management Association, as well as we had assistance from the Mississippi Secretary of State, Ms. Delbert Houseman, who came in and got some assistance heading our way. So definitely we reached out to neighboring communities, other agencies, and we had a tremendous outpouring of help.
When it comes to seeing the disaster firsthand, what are some of the thoughts that have gone through your mind over these past few days?
My goodness, just going around the community today brings back memories from years earlier when we had severe weather incidents that come through. For some reason, it seems to be more concentrated this time around as far as the communities and the number of homes and people that have been impacted. Going around and going from the neighborhoods, doing damage assessments, and seeing one home totally destroyed and the home next to it untouched certainly drives the point home. So I think this is a time for the community to really come together, rally around those that have lost, and I think it will only come out stronger in the end.
Anything else you'd like to say about the water rescues, the tornado, anything like that?
Definitely. Those that don't have relatives in the affected area, we ask that they please would stay out of those areas. They limit the effectiveness and the response for emergency responders in those areas. And if you're living in an area that's prone to be flooded or is presently being impacted by the floods, I urge you, while you're still able, to go ahead and self-vacate. Resources are limited, so if it comes to a situation where you do need help and you're calling 911, it's going to be delayed.
Okay. What's your hope for Columbus in the future?
My hope for Columbus in the future is if we can make it through till Tuesday, the river crests, water stuff to subside, we get more assistance in to help with those that were affected by the tornado. I believe that we'll be straight on the road to recovery.
Perfect. Appreciate it.
You're
Thank
more
you
than
so much.
welcome.
You mind if I just hang out and wait for the...
And see where they are as far
Sure.
as